Connors has been put through the paces by Katsuyori Shibata in the dojo, and it shows. The hard work paying off in spades. Looking to double up with the suplex. Can he do it? He does indeed.
To perfection, and like you said, Shibata handpicked Connors to be the captain of the New Japan LA dojo. I mean, what just a sign of respect and faith in a guy like Clark Connors to get that from Shibata.
After that loss to Connors in the finals, Danny Limelight said that was the hardest I've ever been hit in a match. Talking about his fisticuffs with Connors. Wide base by Connors there to nullify the suplex, and looking for one himself. A real power struggle. Wow, a lot of snap on that.
Both guys are really jockeying for positions. They're trying to catch each other. Oh, here we go with a pin. Both guys are really jockeying for position on that suplex, capturing each other's legs, preventing the toss from going over. And we see now that Clark Connors is back in control, really trying to damage Danny Limelight's back so that hopefully he can lock in that Boston Crab later on in the match.
Yep, putting deposits in that pain bank. Look at these cross-face shots. So out of the frying pan, into the fire. There's no rest for the wicked for Danny Limelight. Into the cover, does not hook the leg. Only a count of one. But I mean, look at this. Limelight is getting smothered here. Hard to catch a breath.
You know, Limelight, he pushed for this rematch. You know, he didn't want to let Clark Connors enjoy this victory. He wanted to prove himself right away. Maybe a little bit of frustration for Limelight is what pushed him there. He hasn't been able to adjust his game so far.
And I gotta wonder, Blake, if maybe a victory here by Connors will allow Clark Connors to shed those classic black tights of the Young Lions, and much like Carl Fredericks, move on to the main roster and open up that playbook of offense.
Solidifying another win over Danny Limelight here can absolutely put Connors in a position like you had just mentioned.
Let's talk about the road they both face in that Lions break crowd. Shot after shot here by Connors, and now Limelight returning the favor, answering in kind. Certainly not kindly, man. This thing turning into a serious slugfest in a hurry. The intensity off the Richter.
Connors is definitely in there trying to prove that win over Danny Limelight the other day was not a fluke.
Danny Limelight looking for victories here on Primetime Live. We saw him against Kevin Martinson in tag team action with Papa Esco against the Wolf Zaddies. Looking for his first Primetime Live victory. Big hip toss. But he showed how resilient he can be, Danny Limelight. Survived the likes of Barrett Brown and Blake Christian to get a date with Destiny in the finals. Looking for that grab again. Warded off nicely, not giving him that second leg, but still has a single leg crab here. Still dangerous.
Danny Limelight did a fantastic job of trying to capture Chris Connors' ankles to prevent getting rolled over, but Connors was able to get it, and Limelight gets to the ropes for the rope break.
Limelight gets to the ropes. On the flip side, we talked about the road of Danny Limelight. Clark Connors defeated Jordan Clearwater in the quarters, then Logan Regal, and then met Danny Limelight in the finals. Got the submission victory. He's got him sized up here. Look at that spear. What a counter. Boy, maybe taking up hurdling is Danny Limelight.
Again, incredible agility and alacrity from Danny Limelight. He is, though, hurting himself. You know, if Connors had gotten both legs in that crab, it might have been over for Limelight, but as it is, he's still alive.
Connors is absolutely really trying to damage Limelight's body. He wants to get that submission finish again here tonight.
Incredible way to kick things off here on Primetime Live. 2 championship matches coming your way later on. Oh, look at the fancy footwork of Danny Limelight into the double knees. Meteora, swing and a miss, and a German suplex back the other way. Little receipt from earlier. Oh, but countering the kick was Connors. Nicely scouted there. Steps through. Oh, thought it was going to be. He was looking for that crab again. Nice counter. Limelight 1 step ahead. Look out here. JFK to LAX connects.
Elevation sensation from Limelight to Connors. Both men are down. Both men are hurting. But do you hear a dial tone? Because hashtag Primetime Live is off the hook.
Very good. You've been sitting next to me too long. I got to ask you, though, Blake, is that maybe because of that limited offense? Is Connors a bit of a one-trick pony with that Boston Crab? He used it effectively in the finals of the tournament, but Danny Limelight has countered it thus far.
I'm a firm believer in fundamentals.
There's the dive to the outside, taking another look. Great work by our production staff. And we go back to the live action now, looking perhaps for a fisherman suplex, digging down deep. But your thoughts back to my earlier point.
So yeah, I think that fundamentals win championships. I'd rather be the guy who has practiced one kick 1,000 times than 1,000 kicks one time. So I believe that it's still in Clark Connors' favor.
How about that? A bit of a pounce there. Almost like the tackle for loss that we saw out of Big Money Clutch, the Real Money Brothers. weeks ago. So there's a little wrinkle in the offense. I think, again, Connor's getting closer and closer to where he can take some liberties. He's earned the trust, and now there's that spear from the ramp to the inside. That's step one. Doesn't work to go for the crab, goes for the cover. Close call.
Oh, I thought that was all she wrote. And you're talking about Clark Connors adding little wrinkles to his game. You know, when does frustration start to creep in for him? When you want to go more, but you have to stick to your training, stick to what you know. That's how you dance with the one that brought you. He's going for that crab again.
Sure is. We'll see if he can get that.
Limelight's got to keep his shoulders down on the mat so he doesn't get rolled over. If one of his shoulders comes up,
Turned it into a cradle. Beautifully done. Almost caught him. Get another expert counter and a huge tornado kick.
wow, that was to the back of Connor's head, man. That's a big shot. In mixed martial arts, you're not allowed to hit somebody behind their ears, to the back of the head. And that was definitely to the back of the head.
Covered now by Limelight, trying to avenge that loss. And I think Limelight Rivera has just been, ever since Friday, it's been eating him alive. He's obsessed with defeating Clark Connors.
There's not a whole lot of motivation that a fighter can have like taking a loss. That's one of the biggest things that's either going to motivate a guy or put him down. And as we're seeing tonight with Danny Limelight's performance, he is stepping up.
Limelight would always talk about it being the year of the Spider. 2020 certainly is heading that way here towards the end. You know, despite the year mostly having, it's been a breakout year for Danny Limelight. Really cap it off with a victory. Wow, putting a lot behind those shots, turning into a fireworks grand finale. Swinging this with the round kick, and what a chop, a deke leader there by Connors. Took him right off his feet.
These boys were just going toe-to-toe. They just hit each other with everything that they have.
Right, this is what he did in the finals. He hit the elevated spear from the second rope. Well, he slipped. He slipped. And Limelight able to counter immediately.
Open the door for Danny Limelight. This could be what the match changes on right now.
Ooh, all the way up top here. Look out, Blake. Big time superplex. Floats over into the fisherman. A bit of a fisherman buster. Is that going to do it? Oh, counter the other way.
Wow.
Here is your winner, Clark Connors.
My, oh my, gentlemen, fundamentals gets it done. The young lion formula gets it done. The superplex, the fisherman buster, and it was a reversal, a counter, and Connors snags victory from the jaws of